NAZ's Week 5 cooked and baked list.
All
Where's
right,
Trev on
fellas.
there? Where's Trev on there?
Oh man, he's on there somewhere. Hold on, let me see.
Hmm.
Hold on. Look, guys, we made it to week 5. Congratulations to everyone who made it to week 5 healthy and well. Um, I'm proud to announce a big baked list this week. Not a big cooked list this week. It was pretty decent week for a lot of teams and players. But we'll start off with the baked list here. Rico Dowdle at the top of the list. I don't know what the hell happened in that Panthers game, but he was at the top
Got
of
him.
his game.
What a
It was unreal.
performance.
It was unreal. We got Baker the Baker himself, Ugabuka, I call him. Sterling Shepard, welcome back. Stephon Diggs, welcome back. Hold on. What is this? Oh my god. What is that? Oh my god, that's so tough. Anyways, welcome back. CMC, um, self-explanatory. Mac Jones, I don't know what the hell happened to him. He was like destroyed that entire game. Played it anyways. Respect
Because of
from me.
Kendrick Bourne.
Kendrick Bourne.
Oh
Kendrick
my
Bourne.
gosh.
I don't know what it was his mom's birthday, I think, the day after, and he gave her a great birthday gift. So shout out to him. Puka, self-explanatory. Stafford, Devontae, Jared Verse, the backup tight end on 49ers. I don't know why I typed that right. Weird. I forgot his name.
I think. Josiah Tonges.
Something like that. Yeah.
That
Justin
sounds right.
Jefferson. I forgot to put I was meant to put Jamar Chase next to Justin Jefferson there, but Jamar Chase is still good. It's just he had more tackles than touchdowns this year, but it was pretty funny. Sam Darnold, great game. Besides that pick, it was pretty good. Jaden Daniels and Debo and Bill, they kind of torched us a little bit, but to be fair, our entire team is destroyed, and Herbert can't do it all by himself. Commanders defense, again, played out of their mind. Von Miller's on that team. I didn't know that till Sunday. JSN and Darnold. I said Darnold. Right. Trevor Lawrence. What? Okay. He was gonna make the medium rare list this week, but he had a great game. He's just so bad and so good at the same time. I don't know exactly what happened yesterday. I don't know if Sam can explain to me how Trevor Lawrence works these days, but they decided to become a juggernaut once they got the Giant or the Browns got their first pick.
If I had to try and explain the method that is Trevor Lawrence ball, I would say that he is a very passive gunslinger, if that makes sense.
But
He's
the
a
way he
passive
just tried to
gunslinger.
lose the game yesterday and then won it on the most dumbest play.
Because that's what I'm getting at is he's passive. Like he doesn't take these aggressive leaps because he knows of the threat of what could happen. But half the time he just says, "Screw it, I'm going to do it anyway." Right? It sounds a little goofy, but it's true. Like he doesn't typically throw like that throw to Brian Thomas Jr. My
Right.
God,
Right.
on a
Yeah,
dime in the breadbasket along the sideline. Ridiculous
that's why he's
throw.
on this.
Who's throwing that ball in double coverage when it's just BTJ on the backside? Who's throwing that ball? Nobody throws that ball.
Jordan.
Nobody should.
Jordan loves throwing it, but it's getting picked off.
Right,
Jordan loves throwing that, but it's getting picked.
In their right mind, no quarterback should be throwing that ball. He's very passive until he needs to try and go play hero ball. And I think a little too often we see Trevor Lawrence go play hero ball, which is why he gets such a bad rap. Because the hero ball, Trevor Lawrence isn't that kind of guy. He's not a play creating type quarterback. He's not like Aaron Rodgers. He's not like Jordan Love when the play breaks down. He's not like Caleb Williams scrambling outside of the pocket. He's not insert other playmaker quarterback, right? Patrick Mahomes. I mean, that's the elephant in the room here, Patrick Mahomes. Trevor Lawrence isn't that kind of playmaker. But when the chips are down, he becomes a gunslinger and just says, screw it. You better catch this ball. It's coming in at 90 million miles an hour.
Now we got, like you said, Travis Hunter and Brian Thomas. Travis Hunter needs more attention right now. I think he needs to get more offensive touches. I know he plays defense. That's his primary. He plays the nickel. He's their substitution and the nickel package, it seems like. But he plays a lot of straight up defense as well. And their packages, the base defense is like the 3-4 and the 4-3 sometimes. But the nickel is his primary thing, as that extra corner that they bring in to be a little bit quicker off the ball. But I think he just needs to play a little bit more wide receiver. We've seen him do this. We saw the crazy catch he made yesterday in double coverage. Again, another Trevor Lawrence pass that just didn't make any sense, but it came down anyways because Travis Hunter was so good. I'm not saying that Trevor Lawrence didn't have a good throw. It was a fine throw, but it was double coverage. So Travis Hunter really saved him right there. And I think I just think he needs more touches, man. I know they won, but they got a long season ahead, and I think he got to be more involved in offense. It would make them a lot better. Jordan Addison, because of the reason he got benched in the first quarter, he wanted to go explore London alone. I love that. I go do your thing, man. And you had a good game. Cortland Sutton and Bo Nix. Bo Nix had a great game he actually finished the game against the Eagles. Nick Sirianni was the reason they lost. Jalen Hurts had a great game. Devontae Smith had a great game. Zach Bond had a great game. Spencer Rattler. Someone please explain to me what I just like. Ryan Dayball, what are we doing?
You watched the New York Giants defense, is what you watched.
They were good, though.
I'm not moved by Spencer Rattler's performance simply because
Rashid Shaheed torched them.
Rashid Shaheed, all he does is deep threat. He had 3 catches for 106 and a touchdown. That's just a typical Rashid Shaheed stat line.
That's a certified Rashid. Yeah, that's the most Rashid Shaheed stat line of all time.
Dude, Rashid Shaheed is basically just the Tyreek Hill of MVSs.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the rest of the cooked or the baked list. Dak Prescott is playing like an MVP level right now, even though they're not that great still. Justin Fields is not the problem, it seems, even though he has a lot of garbage time stats, but he hasn't turned the ball over as much as I thought he would. He's playing pretty good, but they just keep losing. They haven't won a game this year yet. Breece Hall had a great game. Garrett Wilson had a great game. He needs to be traded. Still to this day, I will continue to say that until he does. Javonte Williams, sleeper of the league right now. I don't know exactly how he decided.
He might have been the most under the radar great pickup in free agency this year because
no one's
he's
talking about it because Jerry Jones. No one wants Jerry Jones to be right, including myself. Tua, Waller, and Waddles. Waller. I don't know, man. I didn't think he'd do this again, but he did. He made the Tua made the baked list for the first time this year. Shocking news. Didn't throw a pick or anything. Almost threw for 300 yards. Waddle had a great game as the number 1 wide receiver now. And Waller is looking like one of the best tight ends in the league, even though they can't win games because their coach is like on the spectrum. I don't know. Drake May had a great game. I doubted you at the beginning of the year, my friend. I did. I didn't think you were that good, but you just went band for band with Josh Allen and you won. Lions, I think they, I don't know. They played okay. I think they played really good in the run game, but the pass game was a little sketchy to me. Maybe I'm just wrong. We'll see. The Cleveland Browns had a rookie quarterback in Dylan Gabriel making his first start and threw 2 touchdowns with no turnovers on foreign soil. Had a rookie running back run for 110 yards, had a defense force 2 turnovers and get 3 sacks and still lost. That's a coaching issue. I think that's true. RG3 might be onto something there.
I mean, they're hanging around in some games against I wouldn't say Minnesota's great, but they're a decent team, and they had them. And I will pretty much till the last 30 seconds.
The reason Gabriel didn't make the baked list this week, I'll explain that. He didn't really throw more than 10 yards the entire game. It was a lot of slant dig routes, and I wasn't really impressed until maybe the fourth quarter when they drove down the field a little bit. I just wasn't really that impressed at first because I thought Judkins was really carrying the entire team. I mean, we saw him run for a touchdown, 50-yard touchdown, get called back by holding. I thought he was the little star of the team, but maybe I don't know. I'm just rambling a little bit, but that's the only reason he didn't make it. But this is true. This RG3 quote is true in my opinion. Does anyone object to that? No. Okay.
I wouldn't object to that.
Ramondre Stevenson. I don't really. He's still a fumble Ruski guy. Likes to fumble the ball a lot, and I'm not really sure why he's still in the NFL. But hey, I'm not a coach. Cooked list, not that large this week. I mean, I obviously DeMarcado makes the top of the list. You make it automatically doing some stupid stuff like that. I can't believe you even tried to go to the media and say it happens to the best of us. No, it doesn't. Don't lie to people like that. Don't tell people it happens to the best.
Just run across the goal line. It's not that hard, man.
I guess the ball was just too heavy. Those last 2 feet that he had to run. I guess it was. I don't know. I've never seen this happen twice in a year before. Mitchell had it last week, and you decided to do the same exact thing this week. It has to be a script, right? Whatever. Josh Allen, you didn't score until like the fourth quarter, and you didn't really do much on the game-winning drive that you had in your hands for about 5 minutes. Turned the ball over. Really just didn't play that great in my eyes. James Cook also offensive player of the month last month, but didn't do anything again. Derrick Henry this is like the fifth week in a row. My goat is washed. He's washed. Geno Smith, you should be at the top. I'm not gonna lie, you should be at the top. Geno Smith is the worst quarterback I've seen in years. The Raiders organization for thinking he would be a good quarterback is even more laughable, because as a Chargers fan, I knew for a fact that Geno Smith was not going to do anything, especially with Pete Carroll as more of a defensive head coach. In my opinion, I don't think he really runs the offense very well, considering he could have ran at the 1 yard line. Chargers O-line, 50 plus pressures in 3 games. Yeah. Look, QJ should have made this for fumbling. But I just, the O-line is ridiculous. Like, there's no one healthy, no one able to protect Herbert. Tom Brady said it himself. You protect Justin Herbert, he's the best passer of the ball in the NFL, and it's not even close. And I've been saying that for years. And he still has not been able to get the protection he deserves because of injuries, obviously, but also because of the lackluster work of the backups that decide to be in the NFL somehow. I don't know how they're backups in the NFL if they can't guard anybody, but that's just me. Patrick Mahomes, that goal line pick was disgusting, my friend. It was. I think that cost you the game. You were going to score and make it a tie game. Maybe you guys would have stopped them and you would have scored again. But that pick six ruined it, and no one even caught him. I mean, he looked like he was running like Austin Eckler in Green Bay, just slow-mo. It didn't make any sense. The refs during that Jags game, you guys, that pick that Trevor Lawrence threw. Look, I thought it was Trevor Lawrence's fault. I thought he was cooked, but the refs missed an obvious PI call. I know Sam was watching the Brewers game, but rewatching that.
Oh no,
play,
I saw that ball.
You saw it. You saw it. Okay, yeah.
Terrible. Terrible call.
That was a crazy no call that I thought would have been called, but of course not, because it's the Chiefs. Nick Sirianni, I don't know what happened during that game, man. You choked away a 17-point lead to the Broncos. Not impressed. John Harbaugh, you need to be fired. I think it's time. I think it's time to move on. I genuinely do. I mean, I know Lamar Jackson is in the game, but to lose to the Texans, one of the worst offenses in the league this year, by the way, in that fashion, even with backups, like, put up a fight. I don't know, man. Maybe there's just too many injuries going on right now this year, but they just aren't good. The Ravens organization failing Lamar. Self-explanatory. Sean McVay. Oh man. That call was brutal in overtime against the 49ers. I think we all kind of remember that a little bit. I know it was a few days ago. But Sean McVay, you made the cook list automatically when you decided to run the ball to Kyron Williams. Oh, I forgot about Kyron Williams. He's cooked because he decided to fumble the ball. Oh, my goodness. Thank you for putting this on here, Naz. Sean McVay and Kyron Williams, you are cooked. Kyron Williams, you are cooked. Like, badly. You should be like third on this list, maybe second. Because you fumble at the 1 yard line. You talk all that crap during the game, and you lose the game, and then Sean McVay just backs it up with BS in overtime. Dart and Skittles. Dart had a horrible game. Skittles fumbled, lost in the game. Dayball, you're the head of the defense. Do better. The Jets defense.
Dayball is the offensive. He's an offensive guy, isn't he?
He's the offense.
Whatever. Well, he needs to get a better D coordinator. Then he's not a good coach, clearly. The Jets defense. Yeah. Aaron Glenn, I like you, man. I do, but I think it's time to figure out what that defense is, man. You're a defensive coach.
This defense was one of the top units in the league for a couple years before this. Sauce Gardner looks more cooked than a overdone steak right now.
You want to know why though? Because you want to know why though is because Robert Saleh is like 4 Aaron Glenns combined.
Right, exactly. But that's the issue. Aaron Glenn, Robert Saleh, he didn't know lick of offense. That's the only issue with him. So he's not suited to be a coach in this day and age. But as a D coordinator, I mean, you see what the 49ers are doing to the Rams last week. That was poetry in motion. The Dolphins tackling. I mean, Rico Dowdle had 10 broken tackles. I don't know. I don't know what's going on over there. Sick of the Cardinals and Kyler Murray. Yeah, I'm a big Kyler guy, but I'm sick of him. I hate watching the Cardinals. I do. They suck. They're really bad. And all of the teams on bye week for not making this week more interesting. Packers, Bears, Falcons, Steelers, you all owe me money. And this, Josh Allen, when he does checkdowns, don't go for 50 yards after. Yeah, maybe that's just me. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I don't know if this. What is this? Oh, Jalen, what you want to talk about this or?
Oh, we can.
Be a final thought.
Try to make a topic for that with the WNBA finals, but
you can explain this then if you want to. But Caitlin Clark all rookie team last year. I was like, what?
Yeah, this is like the 2024 to 2025. I've seen this going on Twitter, I think, going on or X rather they call it, that whose rookie team would win that. That's a good question.
You know who I'm going with, bro. You know who I'm going with. You know who I'm going with, bro. You don't even gotta ask. Hey, shout out King Von.
That was a jump scare, bro.
Nobody was ready for that. They heart left their chest.
Let's go out of nowhere, bro. Oh my god.
Shout out King Von.
No, okay, but you know who else we got to shout out though? You forgot to put this dude on the baked list, man. This guy, for whatever reason, is only plus 3,500 odds for Defensive Player of the Year. Devin Lloyd.
Oh man, you're right. Oh man. Okay. The game was last night. In my fairness, all fairness, actually, I completely forgot.
As a linebacker, mind you, Devin Lloyd currently leads the league in interceptions. Leads the league in interception yards now because of that 99-yard touchdown. Currently has a tie for the league lead in pick sixes. Has the longest pick six of the year. Longest pick six of probably was going to end up being the NFL season. And not to mention, he actually has no sacks right now. But 25 tackles right now. 25 tackles through 4 games. Through 4 games, 25 tackles. That's like.
What about TFLs? Does he have any TFLs?
Shout out Lloyd.
He has 2 tackles for loss to start the year as a linebacker, which is pretty good.
Not bad.
That's pretty good.
Not bad.
Lloyd, as of right now, I mean, Myles Garrett, Aiden Hutchinson, Michael Parsons, or Fred Warner, obviously the favorites. But if I had to choose,
I'm not gonna lie, Fred Warner's having a really good
year too. I'm going Devin Lloyd. Lloyd.
Of course you are.
He is the reason why. He is the main reason why, I should say, the Jags defense is considered as good as it is. And one of the main reasons why the Jaguars are 4-1 this year. Devin Lloyd has had a phenomenal season, and it's getting overshadowed. It is definitely getting overshadowed, and this needs to be addressed going forward. I think Devin Lloyd, I'll make the statement right now. I provided the receipts about the my Jags call 3 years ago. I provided that last night. You guys know very well about that.
Shout out Devin Lloyd.
You've mentioned it once or 1,000 times.
A couple times, yeah. I'm never going to live it down. That's the greatest take I've ever had in my life. 3 years. Yeah, they're going to win the division, and they ended up doing it. I think Devin Lloyd wins DPOI, and I think he wins it outright this year. I think he wins the Defensive Player of the Year. He's only getting started. He's in the last year of his rookie deal. He's in a contract year at 27 years of age. He's an older guy for being on a rookie contract. Devin Lloyd is hitting his peak right now, and he is going to get a Defensive Player of the Year this year in the NFL.
My problem with that is those awards are so much more just PR and narratives at this point.
Well, they are for every sport.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's going to be someone. Now, they have this award for both sides, I believe, AFC and NFC. But it's just so hard to win when you're going to be up against, I don't know, the AFC doesn't have nearly as many names, but say a Myles Garrett. Like, just, I'm not saying I disagree with you, but he's got an uphill battle.